Dave Knight here for 123daytrade.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here today. It's Friday. Got ready to say June. April 26th, 2019. What was I thinking about June, man? June. Yeah, so you can hear my mom coughing. Yeah, I think she got that secondhand cough from being around smokers. Her mom and dad my grandparents were big time smokers. My grandmother would light a cigarette with the other one. Oh, we're in the June contract. Maybe that's why I saw. Yeah, let's go with that, Dennis. That's the June contract. Kind of almost said June 26th though. Oh my, a couple months later. Next up target is 64.05. We'll protect around the 63.90 at that point. Let's go ahead and lock in our 5 though. We'll lock in 4 to 79. See if we can get 1 to work for us right now, instead of constantly knocking us out. I mean, we got close. I got close to being able to stay in them yesterday. It just came back just enough to run me out, especially the third trade that I caught. All right, let's go with 3. Let's see, 70, 84. No, we can go with 4. We can go with 5 from 84. That's all right. 5 from 84 is 79. We're okay there. Not that I want it to go back there, but we'll see. They're just trying to, this could just be a minor retracement before we make new lows too. So that's why I'm protecting. So right now I'm just hoping we can get back to the S2 line or close to it, and we'll be able to, we'll look at the blue line at that point. We'll move up to around the blue, try to see if we can catch this 200 bar SMA. We just finally see a crossover here. See if this market has any gas to go up yet. I don't like exiting on 0s and 5s. That's why I'm not on the 80 mark right now. So we've had a big move down into today. My Camtasia people. Look at this hourly chart. Here's yesterday's drop between 1 to 130. Here's the drop here at 3 a.m. all the way dropping down to right now the current low, up against all this over here. This is why I didn't mind getting involved in it, looking at lows previous, right? So can this low right here hold? That's what we're looking at right now, right? Looking back to see if is this as far as the market's willing to come back. Now let's get our hourly chart out here and do a little Fibonacci retracement, see what Fibonacci traders will be trying to do today. Got 64.76 is the first target coming up through here. They want to bring it. So this hour has been a high of 64.03 up here. Kind of deceiving when you're looking at it from a tick chart there, right? High of 64.04 on this hour. We had a doji bar in front of this, and then a continued sell-off. Now you're seeing a hammer trying to form itself here. Or shoot, yeah, I guess that's called a hammer, right? Shooting star. One of those two things, I forget. I'm not so, I don't know all my candlesticks. Obviously, still having issues, obviously. Is this where we're going to stall out right now? You'd think we'd get back to at least close to this S2 line. Going ahead and protect 83 now, though. This market moves against us. I want some profit here, because this could be the low. So I'm going to go off the. Let's see here. What do we want? We'll go with 7 ticks right now to 82. Looking at the 200 bar SMA. What I'm protecting against, basically, it's a very simple concept. This is not the low, right? So in other words, we got a lower low coming. And we're just in a minor retracement before it goes and makes a new low. So let's take as much as we can on this trade and hope for the best, right? We need to get a putt above that S2 line just to have any chance at all. We went down a 10p move right now from high. So right now, currently, that means to me that we have a possibility to go up 5. That's why we see the 64.35 right there. That'd be a 75 tick move from the bottom. Looks like about a 60 tick move. What is that for us? 60s? 75, 85, 95, 05, 30. Yeah, 60 tick move for us. All right. 7 or 6, 81. We'll protect 6 ticks. We'll go 3 ticks off of 84 right here. We'll protect 3 ticks underneath this 84 line. Unfortunately, this market probably comes back down through here. Not ready to rock and roll yet. As far as an entry point goes, we just use the 1, 2, 3 setup. 1, 2, 3, using our highway. We just got one tick above and trying to catch this low. Using the volume in front of us, there's a bunch of red bar volumes coming down, and some bit of divergence as well into this low coming down. So we used both of those to help us get in, but the question is, can it stay? Can this hold roughly? Really, we're asking ourselves, can this line right here hold? 200 bar SMA, can that hold right now? Gets underneath this mark here, I don't know where we're going, but I would assume if we get back underneath this 200 bar SMA, we're not done going down. I'm doing my best to keep my eyes on the screen over there to see when it clicks off. Alright, so measuring our entry point again, 63, where are we? 63.91 was let's use the 63.61 low. That works out just fine. So 63.91, that's actually a 2p move. A 3p move is 64.06 from the bottom. A 4, 64.21. And there's your 5 hanging out at 36. So there's your, this is half of the down move right there. Alright, that's good enough to go ahead and keep our 5 on now, or whatever. 82. Making these new highs here. 83, excuse me, going off the, we're going to hold the 200 bar right now on this move going up through here. A lot of Fridays I only take one trade. I usually make it in one trade Fridays. Usually a lot of the things that I do on a Friday. Usually that first move on a Friday is the best move. Right, remember the hourly high was 64.04. That's what. Let's go ahead and lock in. Let's lock in 9. It's a 3p move to 64.04. go. Okay, so it's at the hourly high right now. Busted it by 1 tick so far. All right, so let's measure this. 63.09 and 5 is 84. 3 is 86. So let's go to 86. Protecting against as high as we're going to go is the S2 line right now. Hoping that it's got a lot more oomph to it to come up here for a little bit. It's been beat up coming down. So if we do catch the low, it should keep going up and up and up for a while. Kind of call it a relief rally, right? After getting beat up for a while. So remember our first Fibonacci number brings it back through S1. Excuse me, our first Fibonacci number is way up here at 64.76. That's probably asking a lot of the market right now. So we'll hold where we are. Let's do one more thing now that we're here. Let's remove that retracement and let's measure today. Alright, so that's better. We'll use today's retracement. 64.40 is 50%. 64.21 is the first Fibonacci on the way up on today's range. That might be asking too much of the market to do retracement based upon this, which would put it basically 50% where we dropped from already. Alright, so we made that's a 3p up move from the lows. Let's go ahead and protect 91 now. Let's call it 89. There's our target right there. 35, 64.35. Next up move is the first Fibonacci number, remember? It's 64.21. So 64.21 will protect 64.21 be protecting 64.05, 05, 03. In fact, that's close enough to at least get to, let's see here, or 6400. Yeah, let's protect it to 97 now. See if we can continue this up move. This is a strong up move, and if it breaks it, it probably comes down very hard, very fast. Alright, so my screen went off. Okay, so we're protecting now at 97. Like I said before, if this market comes down, it'll probably come down fast and hard. when it does top. We're hoping that we can get 35 right now. I'm hoping that we can at least get to the 21 mark with the Fibonacci number right now. We have a Fibonacci number laying out at 21 right now. And then I'm hoping we can go run the 6440 line before it decides to come back down again. So we've protected, what do we got right now? 22. Got 22 protected right now. It's not a bad move for us. Let's hope the 6400 line can hold. Let's protect 96 though. That's 1.5p. It's 21, 22. 21 today though. All right, let's say here we go. Can the 6400 line hold? This is what this is about right now. Got one eye on time right now too, right? We're closing in on the 8 o'clock former open outcry of the crude oil market. So we're hoping that the 8 o'clock mark has some buy orders in it that sends the market up. And that's why this market has went up to start with, because they're expecting the buy orders to kick in on this low mark. And hopefully we can get our whole enchilada today. All right, so that right there went to, we're going to protect 3 ticks under 6400 now. At 8 o'clock it either wants to run our way or not. So we're just going to protect 3 ticks underneath this swing low right here on the on this 89 tick chart, 6400. What I'm hoping for right now is the 8 o'clock mark has some buy orders in it that sends the market up. Here's 8 o'clock. So hopefully we have some good buy orders in the market right now. They'll send the market to our target right now. All right, so let's go ahead and protect 6400 now. It's kind of like, what do you not want to see right now? I really don't want to see the S2 line run at all right now at the open. 6421 is that first Fibonacci number. See if they can at least get to that. 6403 protecting now. We'll protect just a little under the S2 line, just in case it wants to come back down hard. $21 is a 4p move from the low. And this is 5p's. That's what we're hoping for. All right, so what is that right there? Went to 6408. Less 3 is 05. Let's go to 04. There's 21 almost. Protecting 07. Going to protect one tick underneath this 08 right now. Take it as much as I can, expecting the market to roll over. I'm hoping that we have enough oomph in us to get the 5p target though. If we get close to here, I'm going to be protecting within 10 ticks of it. Going to 11. Ten ticks under 21. I'm going to take as much as this market will give me. Going to 16. I want somewhere between 16 and 35. You out of here? Hey, baby. Have a good day, baby. Looking for that 5p push off the lows. See if we can get it. Going to protect 17. Out. All right, plus 42 there. Hey, I caught one finally. Yeah, it's a crazy day in CL. So, you know, the only way I would, like I talked about before, the only way I'd be able to hold anything more than this is if I was trailing with a second contract. So I'm thinking that now I'm an hourly chart. Now, I believe the market can get up to here, correct? That's because it's half of the range of movement off the low of what we did on, let me pull this over. So here's your high, and this is, excuse me, here's your low. Yeah, here's the high, and this is, we got down to 61, see? The closest we got to 61 without going at 54 would have been 11. 10 is 69. So we did not go 11p. We went 10 down from the highs. Now what I believed is that since we go 10, we can go half that range retracement, right? 63, 61 is the low. Half of that range is 36. So I still believe we can get to at least 36 right now. But I was in there protecting between the 4 and the 5, expecting the market that it could roll over at any point and then go up to the 35. Doesn't mean it could go all the way up on this particular run. I just taken as much as I can. Might have got a little too close to the market though. I mean, I'm a very aggressive long side holder though. Because my experience is I lose a lot more, so I like to take a lot more profit on my longs, especially strong ones coming off the lows. So one trade win today. New account high 3670.5. If I would have been able to catch yesterday's move, man, I think I was worth about 40 to 50 ticks from the break around 70. Well, that's just being, yeah, I mean, it's just the way that I've always approached what's the range movement going. It's the same thing. What's the range? It's a when then, I was concerned around the Fibonacci traders, right? Where are my Fibonacci traders? Where are they going to be interested in the market? In my humble opinion, the Fibonacci traders are very interested right here. And they're interested here at the 6440 line too. So what did I lose on this trade? I lost 17, 27, about 20 ticks possible. So about $200 if it goes to that mark. Which it's really looking like it's going to get there today. Oh, really? 64.13? All right, so that's what I do, though. I just look at ranges, right? I say how far a range can go, and if it's went down 10, therefore I believe it can go up 5. So 36 is kind of where I think the market could top out right around here. Doesn't mean it will. We also got Fibonacci traders around the 40 line right now. But you know what? Anytime you can take 3p away from a trade, that's a good day, right? That's pretty damn close to 3p today. I'd have been 45 ticks and I got 42. Anytime you can take close to 3p on a win, that makes up for a lot of small losses, at least the way I trade. I call it rope-a-dope in the market. I just rope-a-dope. Looking for momentum-driven moves. So looks like if I would have held 16, I would have stayed in that one. So damn it, I got one tick too close. It'll be interesting. Let's put 16 on the line. Which is going to get hit first right now? 16 or 30, what did I say, 35? 36. So which of these two is going to get hit first? 16 or 36? I think that was my mistake. I got one tick too close there. I should have stayed at 16 underneath that right there. Because it was 16 low through here, 17. So I should have stayed at 16. So that's something that I can improve upon, right? Getting better at recognizing where the support is. Now it looks like support's right about here, right? So it looks like we'd be protecting around that 21 line. So now which one's going to get hit first? 21 or 36? And this is me getting better at trade management, right? I was just excited to get a 40 tick win there. I was like, holy shit, I got myself 40 ticks on the table. Let's take that. I got a 3P target right there. When I saw it 21 get hit, I said, man, that's 3P. That's 3P, man. That's a win no matter how you slice and dice it. So obviously there looks like there might be more available. And obviously there could be more available beyond the 36. This is just a line in the sand. It's just half of a retracement off of the lows. Al Brooks, isn't he a comedian? There's 21. All right, so officially this trade would be over now for me on one contract, on that 21 move. So 21 got hit before 35, so I lost about $40 on the move. Not bad. Here was my exit at 17, and I would have been able to get 21. So I lost about 4 ticks on this move. Just looking at the market to hold the previous low, swing lows going up. This is the first time that we busted the swing low right there. Well, maybe not, but it's the first time we busted swing low coming up on this move. So something changed here. It's the first time something changed in the up move. And now, as I always say, it doesn't mean this is where it's going to stop. It's just where I'm getting out. Now, as far as holding, You know, personally, I'm going to hold any other contracts. I'm going to be holding on this 200 bar SMA until it settles down. Then I'm going to get closer. As long as I'm not going to give myself a lot of room for error here. And let's remember what we're doing here too. We're coming off of a pretty significant down move, right? We could actually say it's been going down since here. We can say it's been moving down since April 23rd at 10 a.m. We've been in a down environment, although it's started cresting down yesterday into today. Now you see that recovery trade right now, in my humble opinion. Now this is just, look at that right there. That's a, what do they call that? Shooting star? No, shooting star's up here. But that's a hammer. See, this right here, this signal bar is a hammer. That's what we were able to get involved in. We caught it from the low. Not bad. Using the 8 o'clock momentum of the market to help us with the trade. Curious if we'll run that line up here. I've heard of Al Brooks, but only from other traders, Kim. But I'm thinking Al Brooks to me, the first thing I thought of when you said Al Brooks was Mel Brooks, the comedian. Can you hear me? Hello? Anyone hear me? Make sure I'm still on. And I'm back. Market has been friendly for me today. One trade win. I don't get too many of these days that go a 3p move. At least not in a low volatility market. And we've been in low volatility for a long time. Ever since I started trading over a month ago, it's been low volatility. We haven't seen, I've seen only 1 or 2 days above 1.5 since I started trading on the ADR. Average daily range being usually under 1.5. Today it's 1.22. So looking down here, here's my measurements, right? So average velocity, range of movement 15 on any given day, right? Any given 14, 15 ticks. Volatility of 1.22. That's telling me that the average range of movement's pretty much between 12 to 14 ticks. But volatility is that measurement of how far is the market going to retrace on an entry point. That's what I use it for. So that's about 12, 13 ticks today. You can see I was using a 2/3 stop though. That's what I use today. And I'll vary that between a half, a 2/3 to a full 1R stop, which is up here, right? Average volume right now is above 500,000, so that's not bad. Looking back over 9 days. Now this is 9 days worth of data that you're looking at. Yeah, I'm not going to look at Al. But thanks for the information. I might pop that in and look at it. The only Al I know is Mel Brooks. Or only Brooks I know is Mel Brooks, the comedian. So I'm a fan of, well, I've told everybody who I'm a fan of. He's a human algo. I don't know him. Let me just pop that there, JP. You put a JPEG up. Let me look. Oh, that's a cool picture. Look at those. Look at those funky glasses he's got on, though, huh? He's got his aviators on, ready to fly. He's got his shirt unbuttoned here. Good for him. He looks like that's a, look at me, man. I'm sitting on this cliff overlooking this mountain range. I got no hair like me. I like that. I like that about him. That must mean he's smart because he's bald. He wrote 3 books with, oh, okay. Let me see what else you got for me here. Trading range. Brooks price action. Brooks trading course. Did you take his course, Kim? We all have our mentors, right? So this is half a range movement up to 35, 36. So what we can say about the market is it's retraced basically 5p now. Went down 10, went up 5. So it's retraced halfway. On today's, inside today's range. And that's reflected on this candlesticks that we're looking at as well, right? As far as the Fibonacci traders, they're hanging out here and here and here. The first ones were hanging out here. I think there should be some more hanging out around the 40 line. They might sell it here to bring it back down if they want to. Or they might be just satisfied with being able to take 66.60 down to 63.60, right? So just imagine if you would have been selling up here, right? 60, you sold at the high 66.60 and got out everything at 63.60. That would be a $3,000 move that you just captured in. So not a bad couple of days, right? Using the number of the beast and coming out $3 later. Cool. Yeah, I learned price action originally from I don't like put let me stop the video here though. This trade's done.